Clap it up for me if you can. Not clap it up for me. Clap it up for Ronnie.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh my God. The outtakes are better than the show. Okay, so like this is why you don't rule out reality TV, Kelly. I know you don't watch it like I watch it, but you know, there is a business growth that you can have. Obviously, a lot of it is more on the trashy side, but isn't the rule of life, Kelly, you teach people how to treat you? That's still going to be on a TV show. So you give them what you're going to give. And for someone like you and I, we have our emerging podcast business and you have your business, et cetera, et cetera. I think it'd be good. Now, would you be the star or would I be the star? Maybe we would fight for it, or maybe you would just say,
no, I would, if the opportunity, okay, let me change my answer. So you can't ever say completely no to anything, right? Because you do have to be open opportunities. So if anything actually came, I would just want to be very secondary. Like, I don't want a lot of the focus on, like, I would interject and like, be just like a supporting role. Like, I would want to be a supporter to you.
The pretty girl.
To give the full circle of what we're doing and what's going on.
All right, let's book it. So the question all of our fans want to know, are single or married? And then also, Kelly, would you, if you went into the marriage part, is it prenup or no prenup?
I've never been married, but I don't mind a prenup. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, go out with what you came in with and then share everything else. I mean,
why do you think people are against it?
I think it's more ego driven of why, or depending on what it says and all of that, or if one person is a little bit more successful than the other, then it becomes a whole other thing. But I don't really mind. I think that there's nothing wrong with protecting what you already worked so hard for, or what's yours, and then, you know, sharing what you guys do together. Like,
I don't think it breeds negativity into a relationship, but I think it makes, if it doesn't work out, an easier way to walk away. That's really why I think I would do a prenup. And I'm single, yes. So who cares what I think? So, are you a big road trip person? What is your favorite thing if you go on road trips? Do you?
I do. I've been on a lot of road trips. I actually really like them. I like exploring and seeing new things and kind of getting lost and finding my way. I kind of like it. It helps me like clear my head because, you know, there's a lot of stresses and a lot of like all the time. So it's kind of nice just to be in the car and kind of go see things I would normally see. I like it. Worst thing, obviously, getting gas.
Oh, you've always said that on this podcast. You don't like getting gas.
Yeah, ruins it. Only thing about it that ruins it for me is I have to get gas.
Such a waste of time, I guess.
Well, even if I had an electric car, like one of those, I still have to charge it. Like, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Why can't it just go forever?
Okay. All right. I hear you.
All right. What about you? Are you a good road tripper? I feel like we might be able to road trip well together. Maybe. I don't know.
I think I would road trip with you. I think I would road trip with you, like in basis of like our podcast, or if we had like a live show, like in some type of camper, like in terms of it being fun. But I gotta say, like I'm into like camping or something like that, but I don't feel the excitement with road tripping for no reason. Like, you know, I want to be on a plane. Well, I don't even really want to be on a plane. I don't feel the need to be all over the place in a car. There's no the open road and I got my mind together. I don't have that. I got to put on old music. I could hear music down the street. Like, I'm not a road trip person at all, really.
All right. Interesting. That explains a lot.
Does it?
And when it comes to movies, what about you? What movie do you feel shouldn't be remade in any genre? Like, what do you think?
Okay, they never could. No, they should never remake. My favorite is A Bronx Tale. And I'm not like you're more of a cinematic person, although Bronx Tale is amazing. But the real answer I want to give you, people are going to laugh. They're going to laugh. And it's not saying it's the greatest thing ever, but the enjoyment I get from, wait for it, ... Coyote Ugly.
Didn't they try to make that a TV show or something?
Well, they shouldn't.
Am I making that up?
And I think at the New York and Las Vegas casino, they tried to stop it. You let Piper, is it Parabu? And let her be the star of that 2000s movie. I love Coyote Ugly. Don't touch it ever.
Fine. Okay, so what celebrity do you dislike or irritates you or loathe the way I do?
Oh gosh, I'm not that obsessed over it. Not that you are, but so I don't like people such as like a Mario Lopez who like play on the camera as like so warm, but then the like, behind the scenes, and the behind the scenes, aren't as warm. So I'm not gonna say Mario Lopez, even though I should.
Even though you just did, but didn't.
I know, slick. I think Rachel Smith, I think her name is. She's like a pageant girl turned like reporter. Like she does some TV show where she's like on the red carpet or whatever. But in real life, IRL, I seen her once, and it just was like, that's not who you are on the pageants and the TV. It was ugly. I mean, not that big of a deal, but like, ugh, pretty girls. No, it's not about pretty girls. I like pretty
girls. So what about you? Do you think people get you, or what do you think you're misunderstood about?
I think I'm sometimes misunderstood that I'm always like complaining, but I think that's the weirdest thing because we're not supposed to just be so wishy-washy or go with the flow. Like I understand that that's a nice human thing to have, but you're supposed to have an opinion. So because I have an opinion and I say, well, no, I don't think we should do it like this, we should do it like this. Like, and I'm a very creative person. Why does that make me always the complainer? And I feel like sometimes in the past people would think of me as that. But you know what's funny? Lately, my words have been understood a lot more. I think I've gotten comments recently like, dang, your convictions are so strong. Or if one thing about Ronnie, he stands on what he believes. That is such a warm comment to have in the vein of what we're talking about. And I really like that.
I like that too.
So they're finally understanding me. Finally. I'm over 40 and they finally get me.
Okay, so yes, there's a lot of sugar and fruit. We know. Okay, but I want to talk about like real sugar because I love making s'mores. It's like the best thing. But here's the interesting twist. Do you have a preference on an electric fire pit, propane, or like an actual wood log fire pit, or do you care?
Okay, first I'm agreeing with you on the s'mores, not because they're tasty, but because it's like such a cool like memory and camping and that kind of vibe. I am not into the electrical. I mean, it is a safer thing, so we'll say that. But I love like the wood and the regular, I hate it when somebody,
fire.
I hate it when somebody's like at a fire pit and they're like, the smoke got on me. It's like, shut up, just shut up. Just like,
I was gonna say, because then there's like smoke all in my hair, but I don't mind. But I don't mind it. I do enjoy all of it.
Natural fire pit all day, and if you think otherwise, well, you just stop talking to me. Okay, so like, here's my thing with SNL, Saturday Night Live. I still like the show. I know a lot of people are very like, oh, it was only good in its heyday. And also now comedy is a little bit different in terms of streaming platforms and such, and things are more edgy. But to me, Kelly, I got to admit, and I don't know if you ever wanted to be like a guest host on SNL, but I always have. And that dream has not changed at all.
I like the concept of the show for sure. And I think a lot of great people have come out of it. I feel like the writing, just the skits, maybe not even the writing, but like the skits that have made it in haven't been as good, only because I feel like they're just going a little bit safer than they used to.
All I'll say is I want to host the show for sure one day. And it gives me almost an emotion when I hear the saxophone at the end of the show. It's just a weird sense of accomplishment that I want to, and it's on my vision board. I want to host an SNL episode.
Well, it'll happen.
I hope so. Okay, so does that mean, which one do you believe in more? That there's actually soulmates? Or are you saying you believe in ghost stories even more than that?
I definitely believe in ghosts. Soulmates, I'm on the fence.
Who says this? So, but you're a ghost. You're like a ghost lover.
I mean, I just find it so interesting. I genuinely do, and I think, I don't know, it intrigues me. And I'm like, my business is in a 1920s house, and there's all kinds of crazy things that happen, and stuff that you hear, and they're, I don't know, it's fine.
I feel like a light flash behind. I feel like a light flash behind you when you said that. So I don't not believe. Just for the nope, don't talk to me about it.
All right. So success. Do you think it's skill, luck, or maybe a little bit of both?
I think it has to be both, Kelly. Like, you should already be assumed that you're working hard. Like you should know your craft, you should, perfect your skill set. But there's a lot of people who have done that, but didn't have that open door or that access, So I wouldn't say it's like luck, but don't ever, knock the fact that right place, right time, who your connections aren't part of it. Like it is a little bit of luck. If I succeeded with a talk show, we're going to know I worked hard, but we're also going to say right place, right time. Don't you think?
Absolutely. Even those stories that you hear that, oh, somebody approached me on the beach or like this and that, doesn't mean that people don't end up working hard for what they do. They just had a way in that might have been a little easier than someone else, but the mix is definitely there for sure.
Yeah.